Okay, I have been so excited for this episode because I saw the preview. I saw pretty much the synopsis of this episode. I am extremely excited for this because before I see it, I know there's going to be somewhat of a fight, something like that. But what is going on, guys? Ali here, back again with another live reaction highlight review of The Rising of the Shield Hero, episode 4. I am hyped. Without further ado, let's just get into this. I'm excited. Let's go. Alright, here we go. We're at the banquet. Some shit's gonna happen. Music's playing. Beautiful, beautiful. He doesn't want to be around that party because they all screwed him over. And the casualties were in single digits because of the shield hero. That guy's garbage. Aw, she wants him to join her like in eating and stuff. He really doesn't like being around there. Aw, she's like, have a bite. It's really good. It's like, you need to eat. He doesn't like it that she's like with him. Ooh, he tossed the glove. It's time to duel. Man, come on now. Like, honestly, I'm so triggered. Like, everybody's just making his life feel like terrible. And it's so annoying. Alright, I'm gonna pause it. Like, you can tell that when he said to duel him, it's for like Raphtalia to leave him. I don't know. Something like that. He's thinking that or something. But it ain't gonna work out. And I think they're gonna forcefully do something to where she's free from him, but she's still gonna end up wanting to be with Naofumi, like, no matter what. So, here we go. I'm ready! I'm ready! Ooh, he's being a punk. If I win free Raphtalia, well, they don't know anything about what's going on. I order you to accept this challenge. Guys, the king is such an ass. No, she doesn't. She's not under a spell to defend her master. Just fight him and kick his ass, Naofumi. Just go and kick his ass. He's gonna win. They don't know anything about his powers. How are you gonna win? You don't know anything about his powers. Here we go. Here's the duel. Here's the duel. The duel will end when one of them can't move or one of them accepts defeat. I have a feeling he's gonna win, but they're still gonna try to take the slave mark off of her. Yo. Here we go, here we go. Girl, you piece of shit. I hate her. Here we go. Here we go. It's cool to see like different forms of like the shield and the spear. Pretty cool. Oh! Oh shit! Got him right in the stomach. Oh, he kept one of those things in his shield. That was awesome. Oh, it's on him. Ooh, look at that shield. Two-headed black dog shield.
Gotcha, bitch!
Oh! Got him! Damn! Yes! Yes! Prisoned him in the shield? Oh my gosh! He's done! He's done! He got his ass kicked. He got him. He won. No, she didn't. A cheat?
You son of a bitch!
A complete cheat? Magic. If he loses, if Naofumi loses, I'm gonna be pissed. Oh shit! What? It's like it went through him. What the hell? That was horseshit. Oh my gosh, that was so. I gotta pause this. I'm triggered. Like they let her fight, but they don't let Raphtalia fight, who's in his party. I'm gonna talk about that in the review, but I'm already triggered. I'm already triggered. It was a good ass fight though. Naofumi was supposed to win. Someone interfered. It doesn't count. And he didn't say yes or no. Everyone there saw it. Everybody's gonna say no, she didn't, because everybody's a piece of shit in that whole place. Then why are you talking? You shouldn't listen to the words of scum. Then why is the king talking? Because he's pretty much scum. Don't go near him. Seriously, he's gonna do something to her to like scare her. When I heard mine was a princess, so now he sees that she was a princess, and all this stuff is because of the king and everybody. Now he's realizing that they planned. Oh my gosh, that the duel was a setup all along. Please save her, my ass. She's gonna try to go to him anyways. Yeah, that's also something. Like he didn't go there because he wanted to, and also because he is there. Everybody's making him feel like shit and everything. They're the ones who summoned him. and that they're treating him like trash. Everybody say they don't need the shield here and stuff. Man, you guys need to shut the hell up. It's all about the shield. He never wanted to do it, never wanted to be it. Free the girl from Chris. Even if they do that, she's gonna run back to him. And she looks like a, it's like she's a slave again. She's gonna come back to you, man. She's gonna come back to him. Oh, this is like his imagining things. She'll be there to save him, though. Raphtalia will always be there for him. Ooh. Yeah, when did she ask you to free her? No, he saved her. Someone else has to fight for him. Oh, she's telling everything about him. Are you capable of extending a hand to a diseased slave on the verge of death? Fed me everything she wanted. He cured her. Oh, here we go. Yeah, the bow and arrow person. Bow and arrow and the sword guy. You lost that duel. They know what's up. Yeah. Speak out for him. The king told him to be quiet. Would debase a sacred duel. Go back to Naofumi, man. No, don't say that. Oh, she's like, please listen to me. She doesn't want to stay clear of you. She's never gonna leave you. She's gonna stay right there. She didn't betray you. Thought that she did, but she never did. She'll always be there for you, man. She'll always be there for you. The shield has saved her so many times. Why would she betray you or it? You saved her life. It's okay. She's like, I'll always be there for you. Of course she knows him better, because she's the one who's been with him the longest. That you're a wonderful person. I'll tell everybody that. Saved her life, gave her a sword, showed her a purpose in life, to her life, to help save others. I am your sword. I will follow you through fire and brimstone. It's true, that's all he wanted to hear from somebody. He was still clouded even back then. Oh, but now he knows that, like, hey, you're there for me now. Now he can finally see clear that she's there for him. The great shield hero. I love it. Who are you? What the hell? Oh, now he sees her like older. Technically she is older. She still cries at the drop of a hat. Oh, this is so cute. So cute. Oh, they're both crying. It's the cutest. It looks like the cutest thing. And this music, though. See, now the sword guy and the bow and arrow guy, they're my dudes. And she cleared his mind. This is great. So good. Seems like this is the end of the episode, but there's still some, scenes. Man, boy slept there all night on her lap. Lap pillow. Hello. Because he always saw her as a kid, but now that he's cleared, they grow up fast. So technically. Pause this real quick. So technically, she actually isn't like a kid anymore, because you think of demi-humans like half animal, half human, and animals, like, they grow up like really fast, like even like within a few years or something. But like a demi-human, for her, like leveling up really fast is making her grow up really fast, and that's why they're discriminated against, because they grow up so fast. She made food for him. Oh, so cute. And now he can finally taste it. She opened his heart, broke his shell. I love Raphtalia. She's becoming what? Oh my gosh. Out of all my years, I'll talk about this in my review. But yo, that was good. Let's get into my review right now. Let's go. Oh man, this episode by far number 4, episode 4 of Rising of the Shield Hero, definitely like my favorite one. Besides the one when he first gets Raphtalia, and then how like kind he is in that episode. I believe that was episode 2, and I loved that. Honestly, I loved that whole thing, because when he got her, everybody was like, "Oh my gosh, he's getting a slave and everything," but he treats her like a genuine person, but his mind was still like clouded and extremely doubtful about everything. And in this episode, Raphtalia, she helped him open his eyes, open his heart, actually, at least a little bit for her. And you can just tell that she really genuinely does love him and everything. And that he opened his eyes this episode and he's like, "Who are you?" And then Raftalia's like, "I'm Raphtalia." He's like, "When did you get so old? When did you get older?" Because he doesn't see her as a kid anymore. He sees her as a woman, as this adult that helped him break out of the cloud, or like get out of the fog that he was in this entire time. I loved it. And they both started crying together, and she was holding him, and everything. And this episode was pretty much a fight, and then people not pinning Raftalia down, but like tying her up and stuff and releasing her from the slave contract. So she's not a slave anymore, but obviously she still wants to be around Naofumi because he saved her life and gave her somewhat of a purpose to keep fighting, so that other kids that were like her, or that are like her, that used to be like her, or that she used to be, don't go through the things that she went through during the calamity. Like her parents dying in front of her and stuff. She falls off a cliff and everything. She becomes a slave. Naofumi picks her up and stuff. She doesn't want any of that stuff to happen to anybody else, which gave her a reason to fight these calamities with Naofumi and stuff. And he cures her illness. He does whatever for her, like gives her food and everything, gives her like a warm bed to sleep on, comforts her when she has nightmares when she's sleeping. Like, bro, he's such a good guy, but none of them see that in this freaking episode. You really see it because all the royalty, the rich and royal, all want to screw with it. Like all of them want to screw him over. Like it's like when there was a duel between the spear hero, who is Mono Aryu, something like that, but I'll probably have this in the video, but he throws a glove to Naofumi saying that, like, hey, I challenge you to a duel, and if I win, then Raphtalia will be freed. And then he's like, what do I win if I win? If I win, what do I win? And he's like, you get to keep her as a slave or some shit. And he's like, man, that's ridiculous. And then he was starting to leave, but then they all grabbed Raphtalia and they all like pretty much pinned Naofumi into a corner, saying that, like, oh, you have to take this duel. Of course the king would say that because he's straight scum and stuff and doesn't want to let the shield hero be anything or like have anything really, like, or just live. Like, they want to make him feel like such crap, even though they're the ones who summoned him to that world, and they just want to like screw him over because he's a shield hero, and it pisses him off and stuff. But anyways, that fight was awesome, right? He got jabbed in the stomach like the spear hero. That was fantastic because you'd think that he would only be really like doing shielding and things like that, but nah, that ain't the case. He went in on the spear hero and just like used his, I think it was the air shield, and used it as a projectile and hit him. And then he used his shield to like do like an uppercut, but he had one of those balloon monsters in there. Oh my gosh, it was so good. Like, he got some seriously good hits on this spear hero. And he uses that dome shield kind of thing. I forgot what it's called, but it had like chains around it and stuff. And put those balloon monsters in there with the spear hero. And the spear hero's like freaking out. I was like, like freaking out and stuff. And right when he was about to surrender and give in, mine, you bitch. She uses her like wind powers so nobody really sees it. The king sees it, but he tells everybody not to see it and stuff. But also something that I really did like about this episode too was that the sword hero and the bow and arrow hero, at the end, when they said that the spear hero won, or like when like collectively they all said that the spear hero won, they're removing the thing from Raphtalia's like chest, the slave contract. But Raphtalia still goes and approaches Naofumi and be like, I am not leaving you. I'm staying by your side. His mind is still completely clouded, still sees everybody as not believing in him and hating him and stuff just because he's the shield hero. And then his guiding light, Raphtalia, comes in and is like, I believe in you. I heard the rumors of what they said you did. I believe in you. I've been around you the longest. And what's his the spear hero guy? He walks to like Raphtalia. Raphtalia comes up to him and boom, slap in the face. Oh my gosh. She's like, when did I ever say that I wanted to leave the contract? Explaining to him like everything that Naofumi did for her and stuff, like cured her illness, gave her food whenever she was hungry, gave her things to play with, gave her really comfort, like when she had nightmares and stuff, gave her, like, even though his mind was clouded, he still gave her all these things that she needed, gave her a weapon, gave her, I said gave her medicine, whatever, gave her all these things. And then the Spear Hero guy's like, but that's wrong, he shouldn't give you a sword to fight and stuff. And then she's like, well, Naofumi only has a shield, so he can't fight with a sword. So that's why she was with him. But then, at first, you know, Naofumi actually was using her sort of like a weapon or whatever for him, but then it's like after this, well, at first he always treated her like that and stuff, but like at first when he saw her, he was gonna use her, but then he's like, you know what, nah, I'm not gonna do that. And then like his mind being completely cleared, like his shell being broken from Raphtalia being next to him when he was on the ground, being pissed off at this entire world, saying like, get away from me, even to Raphtalia. I'm like, boy, don't keep saying that. I knew Raphtalia wasn't gonna leave at all because everything is him to her. Like, she'll always be by him no matter what. And she embraced him, and then he looked at her and said, who are you? Which I thought was kind of funny because it really showed how clouded his mind still was, even though he was treating her with such respect and dignity and love, really. And him seeing her as like not a kid anymore, that was adorable. I loved it. And then I loved it how Raphtalia was explaining the reasoning why demi-humans are discriminated against so much, because if they level up and stuff, they become older. They grow up a lot faster than regular humans. Because if you think about it, animals, they grow up a lot faster than humans. Like, say, like within 1 or 2 years, they're already like adults, like young adults and stuff. And it shows that really demi-humans, they are part animal, part human. So when she levels up a lot, she grows up really fast. So that makes like a lot of sense to me now. Like, because everybody was like, oh, she's a lolly. She's not a lolly anymore. She's not a lolly because demi-humans, they grow up faster. That's what they are. That's what happens when they level up like really quickly, especially when she's the sword for the shield hero and she's pretty much doing all the killing and shit. So that was like really nice to like hear like the information about why demi-humans are discriminated against and why she got older so quickly. And it makes a lot more sense now. And like just him saying that like, who are you? And then him not seeing her as a kid anymore was very cute. I loved it. It was cute. It was slightly romantic or kind of like that, like lovey-dovey kind of. It was just normal. And I loved it. And finally, when she gave him a sandwich at the end, she took all the food and shit from the banquet and stuff, which was so funny. And she made a sandwich and stuff. And he took a bite out of it. And he finally said it was delicious. Because back then, everything tasted like nothing. There was no taste because his mind was still clouded and stuff. He tried it, and he said it was delicious to Raphtalia, and and that's how the episode ended. I was just happy about this episode. It was so good. I loved everything about it. Oh, man. But what did you guys think about this episode? Leave down in the comments your thoughts and everything. Your thoughts about the things that I've said and stuff. And like the video if you did. Like the video if you like this episode or the video that I talked about and everything like that. The things I talked about and stuff. I really loved this episode, honestly. It was pretty much a one-on-one fight. Well, two-on-one fight, one-on-one fight because, you know, mine had to, like, interfere because she's just a gold-digging whore. I just do not like her. She just wants to make the shield hero completely miserable. It pisses me off and everything. I'm glad that the sword hero and the bone arrow hero saw it finally. Their eyes are pretty much like opened and everything to what happened. Nothing happened. I'm just happy with this episode for how it turned out with Raphtalia not leaving Naofumi's side. And the spear hero's like, oh, I still don't like him. I'm sort of inching a little bit. It was like a very tiny centimeter that I inched towards him because he's sort of realizing like what's going on, that Naofumi never thought of her as a slave or anything like that. So yeah, leave down in the comments, like the video if you did and stuff, and subscribe to the channel for more reviews, vlogs, unboxings, live reactions, and theory discussion videos and things like that. So gentlemen, stay classy, ladies, stay sassy, but most important, everybody, you gotta stay a little nasty, alright? So peace and love, and I will see you all later with the next video. May the force be with you always, and plus ultra.